So we'll just start the class in the usual fashion. Knees are gently bent, backs nice and straight. Arms just loosely wrapping around the body. The palms are open and they slap onto the side of the body. So the idea of this class is that we do about 15 minutes of very gentle warm-up. And then we're going to do 45 minutes of today, some sitting meditation. The idea of the warm-up is that I think that even if you can only sit to do these exercises, and you can imagine that it's possible to do this exercise just sitting on a stool, obviously a bit more difficult if your chair has arms on it, but you can do the sitting and the bending exercises we're going to do on a stool if necessary. And the idea is to gently build up to 15 minutes of standing so that you're able to do the full exercise set in a very gentle way. So one of the important things to remember about that is that there's no requirement for you to do the exercise in full. So in a moment, I'm going to go and extend and stretch further and look back over my shoulders, but that might not suit the condition of your body at the moment, might not suit your back. And so perhaps just doing a little version of it, only very small at the front and going gently, going quietly. And as the days pass, you can slowly start to open the exercise up. But it's all about doing these things very gently and with your body's abilities in mind. So don't push yourself too hard. You know, the idea is gently to move along the path rather than to go straight up the steep mountain slope, as it were. So do this exercise as best you can. And of course, if you can't manage these exercises, just fast forward to the sitting meditation. Gently allow the palms to tap onto the side of the body. Gently allow the forearms to thump on the tummy. Gently allow the wrists to tap on the small of the back. We're just sending a lovely drum beat through the belly. Each time you tap on, sense of vibration through the liver, sense of vibration through the spleen, sense of vibration through the kidneys, sense of vibration through the energy field deep in the center of you, which is called lower dantian, the lower energy field. So we're just turning from side to side, letting the hips move a little bit, letting the knees and ankles move a little bit. Of course, the spine turns, shoulders, elbows, and wrists move. And eventually we'll get onto the neck. So there's just one small problem here, is that if you haven't done this exercise before, or if you're just coming back to it, you can make yourself feel quite dizzy. That's a sign that your chi is moving, so that's all good. It's like the energy moving from your belly up into your head. Not the most favorable. It's what we call in the West being dizzy, so that chi's kind of escaped and gone into your head. What we need to do is to bring it back into the center of our body. And the easiest way to do that is by thinking of your toes. Think about your big toes. Think about your big toes and where they squeeze against the floor, or your shoe, as it were, against the floor. So just feel into that space, put your mind in that space, experience the big toes squeezing downwards, applying pressure down. And the next toe along, the ring index toe possibly, experience that. Experience the ring toe, experience the, where have we got to? Yeah, so all the way down, fourth one, fifth one, all of the toes gently pressing against the ground. Just find your way to these. Of course, I missed out the middle toe, didn't I? The middle toe, the ring toe, and the little toe, pressing against the ground. Really experience it. Put your mind into that space. So hopefully, if you've been feeling lightheaded, you're starting to feel a little bit more balanced. As we concentrate our chi downwards in our body, then the energy moves down in our bodies. It's about bringing yourself back to yourself. It's about bringing yourself back down to the ground. Suddenly all that chi rushed into your head and you felt a bit dizzy. Now we think about our feet and chi moves down to our feet. And the net result is we end up being balanced. If you don't feel wobbly, don't worry. Okay, so the second part of this exercise is just an expansion of the first. We do it a little bit more slowly. So slow your turn down somewhat and then look back over your shoulder and just let the whole of your neck stretch as well. And again, don't forget, this is sometimes apt to make you dizzy. If that's the case, put your mind in your toes and keep the exercise going. The next exercise we do afterwards is all about rebalancing as well, about bringing us back into balance. So if you can manage a few of these, the last thing I want, of course, is for you to keel over. So if you feel dizzy, sit down, lie down. This class is your class. There's no wrong or right. You do it however you want to do it. It's not how I want to do it. Let's be clear about that. You adapt this to suit yourself. But these are strategies to help us open up our spine, get the chi flowing, open up our neck, get the body into flowing order where the blood and the chi and the energy are rolling around, flowing around the body. Okay, just a few more long turns, really stretch out to open the spine up. Good, and then just let everything slowly stop abruptly. Just sort of wind down like a clockwork toy, slowly, slowly, winding to a stop. Okay, the second exercise about balance, you imagine putting your hands into the earth. Imagine lifting a beautiful ball of chi up. Gather this beautiful ball of energy up into the blue sky above. And then gently pour the energy down through your body. So we draw the chi from the head, moving it all the way down to our chest, and then drawing it deep down into our bellies. This is where we store our chi. And then just release the hands and let the energy flow down back into the ground. So we'll do that again. Gathering chi, lift chi up. And then gently pour chi down. Draw the chi down through your body, moving the energy through your head, drawing the energy into your chest, and focusing all the energy deep into your belly. And then after a moment, we just release the hands, let the chi flow back down the legs once more. So keep going with this. You'll notice that every class I teach begins with this. I always do the same exercises. I find it very settling and calming. If you did this exercise and the following ones every day of your life, you'll no doubt live to be 125 or older if you wish. Okay, so if you feel in balance, we'll do the next exercise. If you don't feel in balance, keep going with that. Next exercise, you don't have to turn. It's just so you can see the side view. Lift the hands up in the same way as we've just done. We're going to do a forward bend. So we try and coordinate our arms and our ears. My arms and ears are not kind of stuck together, but they're just coordinated. So I tip over the arms and the ears only. You can see the rest of the body stays straight, but I've really craned my neck with this movement. And then the upper back into the middle back and into the lower back. Knees stay nice and soft. Back of the neck is nice and soft. Let the body just gently relax here. Okay, so we're just hanging here, gently relaxing. Take it nice and easy. And then what we're going to do is imagine the foot split into 4 pieces. So first of all, we stretch gently down toward the toes. And then relax, release. Imagine you've got a line drawn between the roots of your toes. Gently stretch towards that line. And then release. Imagine you've got a line drawn between your insteps. Gently stretch towards that line. And then release. You can see we're getting deeper with each bend. And the final line is drawn between your heels. Gently stretch towards that line. And release and relax, and the whole body hangs. In order to get ourselves standing upright, we use the tailbone as our kind of device.
So point the tailbone up behind you, so it points right up into the blue sky behind you, and then swing the tailbone to the front of the body and start assembling the spine, one vertebra by vertebra, and then join the arms and ears together once again and try and bring them up like a cantilever on the neck, drawing up, slowly stretching up, bring you up to full height. Very good. Now we just let the hips and the knees release forward and we gently lean back. Stretch up and gently lean back. Stretch up, gently back. Stretch up and gently back. And the last bit of the bend, we're just going to do a side bend. Let your left hand go down at the right side of the body, gently arc open. Down on the right hand side, opening on the left. Coming down on the left hand side, gently opening up on the right. Down on the right hand side, gently opening up on the left. Stretch hands up into the blue sky. Okay, so we can just begin the whole process again. We'll just run through this 3 more times. So just arms and ears first, and then upper back, middle back, lower back. Lower your way down until you're relaxed and hanging. Keep the knees soft and keep the back of the neck soft. So we try and keep the back of the neck soft, as in not looking up to see what's happening. Just relax and trust that you know what you're doing. Extend softly down towards the toes, and then release. Extend softly down towards the roots of our toes, and release. Working towards the insteps, and release. Working towards the heels, and release and relax and let the body hang. Again, the tailbone. So lift the tailbone up behind, push the tailbone towards the front of the body, start to roll the spine up, gather up arms and ears as one piece, and gently stretch up into the blue sky. Nice long stretch up. Let's release knees and hips gently forward as you lean back, stretching up and gently back, up and back, up and back. Let's do the side bends then. Left hand drifts down, right side of the body gently opens. Down on the right side, opening on the left. Down on the left. And down on the right. Good. So we're going to run through the whole process again, twice more. This time we're going to try and keep our legs straight. That's going to give us an extra hamstring stretch. So with nice straight legs, knees locked, we tip over the head, arms, ears. Slowly work our way down, upper back, middle back, lower back, and then just let the body relax down. So we keep the legs as straight as we possibly can, and that just allows us to stretch out our hamstrings. So just hold there and acclimatize for a moment as you do so. I'm just going to open a window in here so I don't boil alive. Okay, good. So in this posture here, we then stretch down towards our toes, gentle stretch down and release. We're still keeping the legs straight though. Stretch down towards the roots of our toes and release. Stretch down towards our insteps and release. Stretch down towards our heels and release. Let the body hang and relax. Lift the tailbone up behind, push the tailbone to the front, roll the spine up and bring up the head and the arms and the ears as one piece. Stretch up into the blue sky. Release the knees and the hips forward as you lean back. Stretching up
and gently back. Up and back. Up and gently back. Stretch up into the blue sky. So have the left hand drift down, the right side of the body gently open. Right hand drifts down, left side of the body gently open. Down the left. And down on the right. Stretch the hands up into the blue sky. I'm going to go through this process one last time. So a nice long stretch up, legs nice and straight to get this hamstring stretch. Arms and ears tip over. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Just hang there for a moment. So as you hang here, we just let the back of the legs kind of extend a little bit. Let the extension of the hamstrings happen there. You can shift the weight a tiny bit forward onto your toes, just to really feel the back of the legs opening up. Okay, so let's make our first extension down toward the toes. And then release. In line with the roots of our toes. And release. Working toward the insteps. Release. Working toward the heels. Relax, release, let the body hang. Lift the tailbone up behind. Push the tailbone to the front. Roll the spine up. Bring up the head and the arms and the ears. Stretch up into the blue sky. Drift the knees and the hips forward as you lean back. Stretch up and gently back. Up, gently back. Up and gently back. Hands in the blue sky. Left hand drifts down. Right hand gently opens. Right hand drifts down. Left hand gently opens. Down on the left. And down on the right. Good. Lift the hands up into the blue sky, stretch. And then just allow the hands to drift gently down, slowly down. So we go back to that middle exercise about balancing ourselves. Hands in the earth, lift up chi. Imagine a ball of chi in your hands. Earth energy, heaven energy, perfectly balanced and mixed. And then we pour this energy down through by way of the top of the head, deep inside our brains. Pour the energy down through our throats, deep inside our chests. Pour the energy down into the belly and store the energy deep inside. And then gently release the hands, allow the chi to flow on down the legs, back into the feet. Let's go again. Gather chi. And pour chi. Move the chi from your head into your chest. Store the chi deep in your belly, this vast resource behind the belly button, deep inside. Relaxing the hands, allow the chi to flow back down the legs into the earth. Gathering again. And pouring. And storing. Deep in the belly. This vast supply of chi deep inside. Relaxing and connecting. So we can just gather one more time. Lift up. Pour down, but this time the target is the belly. So we're just pouring the chi through the head, pouring the chi through the chest, and eventually we're just going to land the hands on the belly button and hold them there for a moment.
So standing Qigong is a very powerful way of gathering energy. But you have to have quite a stable standing posture. You have to be quite used to standing for a long time, because after a little while, it can disturb you. If you're not used to it, you have to sort of build up your ability to stand. Sometimes your back will start to hurt. Sometimes your knees will start to hurt. Sometimes your neck will start to hurt. Shoulders. And so if you wish to sit, that's no problem at all. And I'm going to sit for this exercise. I'm going to sit on a dining room chair. So I've got a reasonably straight back, knees on the floor, as it were. Knees on the floor, sorry, feet on the floor, knees at 90 degrees. Just settle into this posture. So we try and keep basically a straight back. So you can actually sit away from the chair and keep a straight back. But if you feel that you want to sit back against the chair, tuck the lower back forward slightly. Hands remain on the belly. We try and keep an upright posture that's going to keep us awake. Chin slightly tucked. Settle into this posture. Eyes open, eyes closed, up to you. If you have your eyes closed, it allows you to go into a deeper practice initially, but some people find themselves much more able to go deep with their eyes open as well. So whatever suits you, there's no right or wrong here. Whole body relaxes. Let your mind calm and quieten. Feel the connection from your feet down into the earth below. And imagine earth chi can flow up into your body. So you have this lovely connection. Feet deep into the earth. Chi flowing up. From the top of the head, Bai Hui. It's called the 100 meeting point. It's supposedly where 100 different channels of Qi meet. You can imagine it opens on top of your head, like your own personal satellite dish gathering Qi. Allow the Qi to pour down from the heavens, through Bai Hui, top of the head, into your brain, down into your chest, deep into your belly. So you have this wonderful energy surging up from the earth, wonderful energy pouring down from the heavens, and it starts to mix deep inside your belly. Lower Dantian Qi is abundant, blood and Qi flowing well. Your body gently relaxed, your mind quietening. There's this lovely line which is, be respectful, be quiet. Be respectful to what? I think be respectful to yourself, be respectful to your body, quiet and calm, allowing yourself to take time to do your practice. This is really giving back to your body. We spend a lot of time expending energy, but this is really about giving back. So we give back to our body. We sit here quietly, we hold a good posture, we gather all the Qi deep inside our body. After a while, as we relax, it's no longer possible to really tell the difference between outside and inside. We start to gently dissolve into the Qi field around us. We become one with the Qi field around us. Can you actually tell the difference between your skin and the outside world? Or your dermis, underneath the skin? There comes this moment where you just gently
realize that you're not separate to the chi field around you, that you are actually deep inside the chi field. You are the chi field. The chi field is you. We talk about being at one with nature, going and walking out in the fields to connect to nature. But in this state, you realize you never disconnect from nature. We can con ourselves into believing that we're separate, but we really are just little chi vegetables in a vast chi soup. Everything combines. We are one with everything. And so just allow your skin to open. Allow there to be chi flowing in and out of your body. What do we want to let flow out of our lives today? What might we let flow out of our lives? A physical problem? Something as simple as a sore knee. Just imagine your knee. All of the pain dissolves. It just disappears out into the blue sky, never to return. Breast, liver, lymph, problems. Just let them dissolve out into the blue sky. Let go, for them never to return. So rather than thinking about our problem repeatedly and saying, I have a problem with my liver, let it dissolve. I have a problem with my liver, let it dissolve. Because if you keep on repeating that phrase, you're going to be thinking, oh, problem with the liver, much more. And so what we don't do is harp on about our problem. We think about it, we dissolve it, we let it go, we let go of all the chi, all the patterning that goes with it. And that's the last we think of it. From then onwards, we're going to think about drawing fantastic healing energy into our body, into that area. We're not going to be specific about the problem anymore. So once, let it go. And beyond that, just dissolve into chi. Let your body open out into the chi field and gather back wonderful healing energy from the chi field. Mind quiet. It can be quite a difficult thing, mind quiet. Sometimes the outside world impinges, keeps knocking, keeps trying to catch our attention. You just have to separate yourself away from those things, just for a short time. Pull back from your troubles. Pull back from the worries. Pull back from the old stories that you like to repeat to yourself. Draw back from them all. And just see life as perfect for the time being. So when we talk about dissolving, we're talking about dissolving patterns just as much as we are about specific illnesses. So you can allow the ideas, the stress, the stories to gently dissolve. And when we come back, we just bring back happiness and joy into our lives. Nothing more complex. You don't have to rebuild a story in your life. If you have a problem with your sister, you just dissolve the whole problem and then gather back happiness into your life. Doesn't have to be anything specific. So let go of your problems. Dissolve them. bring back complete healing. So as you sit here, you've already thought of several things you might wish to gently dissolve. We're going to use a tool called La Chi eventually to work with those things. Just for now, think about your connection to me. We are connected. Doesn't matter when or where you do this video. In Zhejiang Qigong, we say no time, no space. So you and I are connected through consciousness. But that's also connecting you to all the other students who do this video, to all the other classes across the world, millions of people doing the same thing as you, connecting into this space with problems to solve. But also, they come with amazing healing as well, because the point is that not everybody is totally compromised. One person might have a bad knee, but the rest of their body is in fantastic condition. And somebody might have a bad back, but the rest of their body is in fantastic condition. So you can absorb all of the good energy in the field, all the good information in the chi field from others, whilst contributing your own to them. So don't forget this incredible connection, this wonderful connection that feeds and heals us all. Feel into that. So the most simple healing tool is called La Chi. When you open your hands, it doesn't have to be very much, just an inch or two, as if holding a ball. You can just imagine dissolving out of your body. When you bring your hands together, you can imagine incredible chi pouring into your body. But in order to fill the body with fresh chi, we have to let go. So we open the hands, we imagine releasing problems, letting go. Then we bring our hands gently back towards each other. We imagine healing chi flooding into our lives. So this now allows us to be very specific. Think of something you wish to dissolve and gently open your hands just a little bit and imagine those problems dissolving. And as you bring your hands back together again, imagine healing, happy, healthy, loving chi pouring back into your life. In Chinese, the word for open is kai, K-A-I, kai. Kai's got so many other things written behind it. Open, but also dissolve, let go, those kind of ideas. And then when we close our hands together, we say her. Her's got many ideas as well. Her is drawing chi deep into your body. It's gathering, bringing chi inside. So Kai and her. You don't have to say them. You don't have to move your hands. You can just imagine chi disappearing, problems disappearing, blockages disappearing. And then you can imagine this flood of healthy energy coming back into your body. Great new information coming back. Open, let go, let go. Flood healing chi deep inside your body. Just imagine every cell in your body benefits from this incredible chi that you've gathered. When you say Kai, you let go at the deepest level. All of the problems. There can be family problems, there can be genetic problems, there can be future problems, things that haven't even arrived yet. We can dissolve them and bring back a fantastic result. Just using Kai and her. So we're going to use Kai a few more times. We're just opening, 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 really, really opening before we start gathering back. So dissolving at the deepest level. 3 more times, Kai. Completely dissolve, completely let go. 1 more time. Feel yourself totally dissolved. All of the problems are gone. You, pure consciousness in the universe. Let's bring back a bit of healing for our body. We say her about 6 times. Rebuilding your body in perfect working order. Gathering healing chi deep inside your body. Embodying this amazing healing chi. One last time. Just imagine this healing chi going deep into our system, wherever it's required. So we've let go of all of our problems. We've brought healing chi deep inside. But now we can be a bit more specific. So first of all, we're just going to relax deeper and more completely. And then we're going to work through various areas of our body, healing them. So the underlying idea is that if you heal your nervous system, heal your endocrine system, heal your organs, you'll have covered most of the bases and that everything will start to function well. everything will start to function well. It's in this quiet space. We just allow ourselves to think of our body. Run a gentle scan through the body. See if we find anything that feels like a blockage. Something that might be a little bit difficult inside the body. First of all, concentrate on your mind. Let's gently dissolve the mind. Imagine you can open the whole of your head and that your mind can gently start to become blue sky and eventually space. Place no limitations on the vastness of your mind. Gently open out. Blue sky chi. Heavenly chi beyond. Let's gently start to draw back from the vastness. Imagine gathering chi from the vastness of the universe. Gently pouring it back inside your brain. Feel every cell in your brain benefit. Feel this incredible power of the universe to heal every cell in your brain. Sharpen every neuron. Check that all the synapses are firing well. So here we are in our brains, just allowing the chi to percolate. Move your attention to the medulla oblongata, the bit that joins the two sides of your brain together, right in the very center. And that runs down to the brain stem and down the whole of your spine. So now we can go deep into the medulla oblongata. Gently expand and open that. And imagine the chi pouring down your spine, filling the whole of your spine with chi and light. Bathe your brain, bathe your spine. Whole of the spine filled with chi. Let's think about another dynamic. Let's think about the nervous system. Emanates from the brain, down the spine. At each vertebra it branches out. The area just between your shoulders, so many branches coming out there to your heart and lungs, slightly lower down into your kidneys, spleen, liver, but of course extending all the way down, all throughout your body, along your arms to your fingertips, and of course through your head, down your spine, down your legs to your toes. Throughout the whole of the body, this vast network of fibers, your nervous system. So to see the whole of your nervous system working well, strong, balanced, even, everything working well. Feel the power of your nervous system. Everything in perfect working order. From the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. All through the body. So we thought about our brain, the fluid that flows down to the brain, to the tailbone and up again. The brain stem. The power of that. And we thought into our nervous system, around the whole of the body, making the nervous system strong, working well. What about the endocrine system? You may not know what it is. Endocrine system, pineal and pituitary gland, around your throat, the thyroid, parathyroid, to your chest, the thymus, down to your kidneys, the adrenal glands, down to the ovaries or the testes. The whole of this system is what creates the chemical messengers in our body. The brain feels an emotion, the body flushes red. That's the kind of electrical story and how it spills over into the chemical story. So we have all of these chemical messengers throughout our body that make things happen, stop things from happening. So we think about our endocrine system. So often with people who have thyroid problems, just think about the thyroid in your throat. Just imagine you can just dissolve all of the problems around the thyroid. Just let the whole of your thyroid dissolve and go. When we come back, we imagine this pristine, perfect working version of the thyroid. Everything healed, everything in total balance. So for instance, working on that, we could use Lai Chi. You just imagine dissolving all the problems with Kai. Bringing back perfect working thyroid. Be just as apt to work with our pituitary, our pineal, just as apt to work with our thymus or our sexual organs, working with the adrenal glands on the kidneys. The adrenal glands just sit on top of the kidneys. Gosh, we spend so much time being stressed, they're constantly pumping out cortisol into the kidneys. So we could just relax our kidneys and dissolve them. Just imagine these little sort of hats on top of the kidneys. Gently dissolve. Bringing back perfect, balanced adrenal glands. As we sit here, we can think of the whole endocrine system working well, nervous system working well, the whole of the spine and the brain working well. When we think of spine and brain, we think about marrow as well. So inside the spinal column, but also inside every bone. There's bone marrow, brain marrow. This is the verdant area that makes up red and white blood cells as well. So let's think about marrow, both the brain and the spine, but also deep inside our bones. Gently dissolve all the marrow in your body. We're going to bring back healed, bright red, perfect working marrow inside the bones. It's going to support everything, the immune system. It's going to support your brain function. So we bring back healing chi deep inside the marrow. Dissolves all sorts of problems. Brings back healing chi deep inside the marrow of our bones, marrow of our spine and brain. An abundance of energy. Let's think about the organs as well. What about the heart? During summertime, heart does just such good service, pumping away, pushing the blood around. So let's think about letting go of any problems that might be associated with the heart and bringing back a perfect working heart. Dissolves all heart problems. Fills the heart with perfect working chi. You can even rest your hands on your heart and we can say the heart tone together a few times. Heart tone is Ha, H-A-A-A-A. We just gently breathe in. Ha. Breathing in. Just imagine your heart, perfect working order, strong, everything working well. So we move through the seasons and we find that next is late summer, which is our spleen. Our spleen sits on the left-hand side, just below the ribs. We can just imagine, just behind the ribs really, we can just imagine this organ sitting just behind the ribs. Spleen and partnered with stomach. So it's really almost the whole of this sort of central part of our digestive system. So when we start to work with our spleen, we can really help our digestive system too. So spleen, just dissolve all problems with stomach and spleen and digestion with Kai. letting go of digestive problems, letting go of spleen, pancreas problems, drawing back amazing healing energy with her. We can imagine stomach and spleen working well, deep inside the digestive system working well, all functions of your digestive system returning to perfect working order. Why don't we say the spleen tone? Hu. H-U. Hu. So you could have your hands on the spleen, you could rub the spleen. And then we just say, Hu. It's got a little bit of a sort of W tone at the beginning. Hu. So breathe in. Hu. Once more, gentle breath in. Deep inside the spleen, penetrating into the spleen and the stomach, the pancreas, healing, everything working well in the digestive system. So we move on to our lungs. Now, lungs have had a tricky time over the pandemic time, and we really want to heal our lungs well. And so just imagine your lungs as you say, Kai, let all of the problems of the lungs dissolve, let go, all of the breathing problems. And when we say her, we bring back amazing healing deep inside the body. So just dissolve your lungs, the lung chi. Let all the problems dissolve. Bring healing deep inside. Imagine your lungs dissolved, all the problems gone, everything with the respiratory system working well. We can say the lung tone as well, just to tonify the lungs. It's just a hissing through your teeth. As we breathe out, it just vibrates deep inside the lungs, gets the lungs moving, gets the chi moving. Let's just say 3 times. Take a gentle breath in. Nice breath in. One more time to vibrate the lungs. So having successfully worked on our lungs and healed our lungs, we can think about our kidneys. You could put your hands on your kidneys on the lower back. We can just imagine dissolving all the kidney problems. It could be just as basic as kidney stones, letting kidney stones dissolve. But also, could be kidney exhaustion, could be stress, could be all those worries. Just imagine dissolving and opening your kidneys by using the healing tone Kai. Kai to open and dissolve. Gathering healing chi into the kidneys. So the kidneys involve the bladder, the sexual organs as well. So when we work on that, everything gets healed. Do that again, Kai and her. Dissolve in the kidneys. We could do the kidney tone, a strange tone. We say chew-e, C-H-E-W, chew, and then E afterwards, and that just jumps and vibrates our kidneys. So we'll do that 3 times. Take a big breath in and then chew-e. Chew. Breathing deep. Chew. Last time, chewy. Breathing deep. Chew. Feeling the kidneys working well, everything in perfect working order. The bladder, the reproductive organs, everything working well. Okay, so finally, in our circle around the organs, we move on to the liver. Liver's paired with the gallbladder, so again, gallstones. We can let the liver dissolve, let all the problems with the liver dissolve. When we bring chi back, we see perfect working liver, everything working well with the liver and gallbladder. So let's say Kai and her to dissolve all liver problems. Also, liver and lymph, liver and breast. Let all of that dissolve. Bring back amazing healing chi deep inside your liver and your gallbladder.
Other time. We can say the liver tone as well. Shoo. Liver tone gently vibrates the liver and the gallbladder, gives them healing energy. So let's say shoo 3 times. Breathing in and shoo. Gentle breath in. Shoo. One more time. Breath in. Shoo. Feeling deep inside the liver. Liver working well, blood and chi flowing well. Whole of the body now. Down our brain and our spine, the marrow, down our nervous systems, endocrine system, and then all the organs and their associated systems. You'd be interested to know that the organs connect to your sensory organs as well, to all of the digestive system, to all of they have influence over the muscles and the bones and everything. So this has been a complete healing for your entire body. There's one last tone we can do, which is she, and that just brings all of the organ healing together. So we can just place our hands on our bellies and just say she 3 times. Take a breath in. She. Integrates all of the healing sounds. Whole body in perfect balance, total harmony, blood and chi flowing well. All functions of the body returning to perfect working order. All functions normal. All functions of the body normal. All functions normal. Just imagine that. All functions normal. So as you sit here, just let the body relax. Be quiet for a moment.
Okay, our healing is just about at an end. So let's start to draw some circles round our stomach. So we circle round the belly button 3 times or more if you wish, just gathering chi, going deep inside, holding all this energy deep in the belly. It really brings us back into the center of ourselves. And then we're going to turn some circles around in the opposite direction. And that just sends a signal to your body to bring yourself back, to draw yourself back from this kind of out there, out of body state and bring yourself back into your body, daily life. Bring yourself back. But this time we come back into a body that's begun its healing. It's begun all these healing processes all over. It's very subtle. Sometimes it takes a little while, but you are stepping forward, step by step by step. The body starts to improve. Every day, use these healing ideas to heal yourself. And very soon you will achieve what you want. So as we sit here, we put a big smile on our faces. Slowly open up our eyes. Oof. Stretch out a little bit if you wish to stretch out. And we always finally close our class by saying Hao-le. Hao-le. Hao-le means good already. Everything we've been working with is already fixed. That's the assumption of saying Hao-le. Everything is sorted, everything fixed. So I count 1, 2, we put our hands up in the air and we say Hao-le. So 1, 2, Ha-le. 1, 2, Ha-le. And for the final time. 1, 2, Ha-le. We have a salute for each other. You take your right hand, swing it up, left hand down, bring the fingertips together, thumbs close on the end. Thank you very much for watching this. Please share this film with your friends, spread it around the world, and there'll be plenty more. Just check out my YouTube at Jeremy Colledge on YouTube, and you'll find all my other healing videos. Thank you very much.